Hey guys, this is Dustin at Team 1000X coming at you again with another video where we talk about the wild world of internet money. So this is today's daily crypto rundown, where in 5 minutes or less we do a rundown on what you need to know in the world of crypto. So we're going to start just by again looking at the daily market cap. So right here we're looking at Bitcoin is about 6,500. It's risen up just a little bit since dipping. So we're just gonna, we'll look at these and we'll kind of go over what's been happening with the drama related to Bitcoin Cash. You can see that it's slunk down just a little bit from its peak and meteoric rise, and here we are just kind of all in shock here. So it was at one point 2 days ago now. It was at number 2. It had trumped Ethereum, but then obviously it went back down. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the unconfirmed transactions of Bitcoin. So right now we've got 104,000 unconfirmed transactions roughly. There was a point yesterday, I think, early yesterday, where it was about 170,000. So it's getting better. This is usually around 60,000 for context, and the 60,000 is typically like 4-hour wait time, 5-hour net wait time on the Bitcoin blockchain. So it's definitely a lot better than it usually is. So one of the reasons why that's important is because people are, the value prop of Bitcoin Cash is that it's a faster transaction, which is, certainly true. However, it's kind of a sugar rush as to what should be the technology change in Bitcoin. And those are things that can be built as layers on top of Bitcoin. It doesn't necessarily need a fork to come along and usurp it. And if you watch my previous video, Bitcoin's at War, you will understand kind of more about what that is in that context. So anyway, it's looking pretty good. What's the total market cap? 203 billion. Okay, so it's grew just a little bit, had a hit, and now it's coming back. So Bitcoin, what are you gonna do? I don't know. This might taper. It's hard to say. Like, you can look at the charts and kind of like come up with your own guess, but I can't give you anything in terms of what I think, which is my own personal thought of what it's going to do, because it's really unpredictable at the moment. There's a lot of like manipulation going on right now in Bitcoin Cash, so it wouldn't surprise me if this continued to just be sporadic until whatever this attack is finished. So another thing in the news yesterday, Bitcoin Gold launched its MainNet. So previously we talked about Bitcoin Gold and its test net. It is a kind of a network set up to test the ins and outs of the system prior to having it launched. That's how it typically rolls out. And then Bitcoin Gold, they had a blog post the day before saying, hey, this is great, it's ready to roll. And it came to the point where they were ready for miners to hook it up to the mainnet, which is that transfers over, and it was just a mess. So I mean, they didn't pre-mine. So what that typically is if there is going to be a certain amount of money or mining blocks allocated to the dev team and resources in the project, they get first dibs, and that's all spelled out. And so they pre-mine a certain amount of blocks, and then they open it up to the miners to have their go at it. And so that wasn't done. So it was like there was a countdown clock, and then it happened, and then the miners got in after it, expecting to be right at the end of that clock, and then they had to wait for pre-mining, which was about 5 hours. So 5 hours later, then there was all these pools that they had set up with agreements to third parties, and 3/4 of them didn't work. The ones that did, they got a lot of miners on them, and then there was a thing in the middle of the night where it was like, sorry, you might be mining on the wrong chain, we're not sure, we need to hear from the developers. So it was messy. So this article here kind of just goes over a bit of what I was just talking about. I don't know how in depth it was. I know firsthand because I was actually part of that. This is probably more of like just a brief overview of kind of what it was. Another thing is that currently you can see that Bitcoin Gold is trading, but it is not there are no exchanges that currently allow you to deposit mined Bitcoin Gold coins at this moment. So this is all based off of coins from the airdrop that occurred and not anything that was mined. So that hasn't opened up, and I expect when it does. So let's look at the price. What is it right now? 0.048 Bitcoin. So I'm gonna guess that's about $300-ish. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, 316.37. So right now it's trading at 315 roughly dollars, and so when this thing opens up for a deposit to the miners, it's going to tank the price, in my opinion. All right, guys, well, that's going to be it for today's daily crypto rundown. I hope you thought this was informative. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, trigger the alert, share this with your friends. In the description box, there are links to platforms that we use on this site for investments. If these are things that you are interested in getting involved in, use the link, sign up, send me a message. I'll be happy to walk you through and let you in on what I'm doing to find success in these things personally, and maybe you'll find it too. So if that's the case, sign up, hit me up, and then we'll get connected. All right, guys, that's it for today. Talk to you later. Peace.